Hello, my name is Gerardo Granados, and this is my presentation for Psychology OT8 100. It is for health, stress, and psychology. So for the online resource, I was able to find a few descriptions about stress. Basically, stress is a natural body's response to a real or perceived danger which produce both biological and psychological consequences. Stress can be good or bad. However, in the long term, it can have an impact on the body, which can also be difficult to deal with on our everyday stress or even to recover from a disease. In other words, if not managed, stress can really take a toll on you. Now, these are some of the descriptions of common stressors. So here are some common stressors. For example, work stress, having a demanding boss, or two, it can also be financial stress, living paycheck to paycheck, not making enough money, etc. Or it can be an emotional stressor. Maybe you can be in a bad relationship or going through a divorce or dealing with raising kids on your own, things like that. Other common stressors are not having enough time, too many things to do, worrying about the future, etc., or just things you don't have necessarily control of. But what about relationship between stress and health? So basically, as the common of stressful life events increases, our health is adversely affected, and that is a fact. This is why it's important to maintain a healthy life. It's all about balance. Some practices in reducing stress that are very effective throughout our everyday stress is, for example, taking a deep breath, having a body massage, meditating, listening to music, listening to your favorite songs. It'll help you reduce your stress, and it's great in promoting a healing and activating to relaxing response. What are some of the possible consequences of stress in maladaptive coping? For the online resource, maladaptive manner can cause several types of disorders, anxiety disorders, and consequently make you become reliant on objects or people. For example, having a stuffed animal to go to when you're feeling anxious. Unfortunately, this maladaptive mechanism can also cause you to avoid stressful situations and eventually isolation. On the other hand, if maladaptive mechanism is dealt with in a positive manner, this means you're not avoiding a negative situation or overreacting. For example, if some cuts you off in a rush hour traffic, turn on your radio and just listen to your favorite song, your favorite music, and it'll just make you happy and you'll forget about it. Now on these slides, on health stress management techniques, here are some evidence-based ways to relieve stress, such as physical activity. You can go to the gym, like myself, work out, to go for a long run, for a long walk, just jog, and just go out for a nice walk in the morning, at night, and just try to relax and breathe, and maybe you can even talk to somebody on your way to that walk. things like that. Um, uh, More on that subject. Eat a healthy diet. Go to bed early. Minimize phone use and screen time. Consider taking some supplements, vitamins, minerals, and practice self-care, which is very important. On the next slide, spend time with family. I think it's very important for releasing stress, because family can also help you deal with some of the stress you're going through in your life. But also create boundaries and learn to say no. You know what I mean? Learn to avoid procrastination. Here are some differences across cultures in coping with stress. Gathering at a friend's house, sharing coffee or special tea, social networking, stuff like that. You can also meditate. Some people like to meditate. It's a huge part of many cultures, particularly in those countries with a large Buddhist population. That's all I have to say for my presentation. I hope it's good enough, and thank you, and I'll see you soon.